Go ahead and start with the bolster behind your back so that we can do a little low back stretch as we're getting started today. Nice for opening the chest and the shoulders as well.
Oh, wait, are we putting it sideways or long?
Long. Good question. And see if you can allow the jaw even to relax, releasing any of the tension we might hold there. Deep inhales, long exhales. The intention today is regarding the idea of compassion. This time of year tends to be the time when people really start looking out for one another. That's growing up, we would read all sorts of different Christmas stories, and usually they have to do more or less with some type of a person looking out for somebody and giving. And so that's out of compassion, out of seeing a need and then filling the need. And so we're working first internally today with our bodies, really trying to work out all the kinks that might be going on right now. Doing lots of stretching, lots of attention all over the whole system. So by us checking in internally, doing the self-care, then by the end of class, we'll be willing and ready to then turn external in this deep kind of compassion. So that's our intention for today, just this lovely self-care, unkinking all of the things going on. And so with this to get us started, we start with a movement that connects us to breath. So with the backs of the hands in contact with the earth, slide the hands upward or toward the back wall for inhale. Doesn't have to go all the way. And then with the exhale, the hands slide back down. It's like we're making a snow angel. Inhale, slide up. Exhale, slide down. Taking 3 more long breaths like that. Inhale. Exhale. 2. 1. Beautiful. Slide the left hand by the left hip, then stretch the right arm toward the back wall. Just leaning a little bit off that left side of the bolster. You can feel the side ribs stretching nice and long. And we start to reverse. The right hand slides down. You scoot the shoulders a little to the right. And then the left arm is on the bolster, stretching all the way to that back wall. Beautiful. Return the back onto the center of the bolster again. The right elbow crosses under the left, line the hands like an eagle's arm position with the arms. And then the fingertips start to climb to the space above crown of head. As the elbows lift up, try to keep the shoulders pushing down, like toward the toes. Shoulders down, fingertips up. More inhale. Exhale. Keep the elbows bent like a 90-degree angle, but the elbows open to each side for me. Good. Now left elbow winds under right. Try to wrap the palms if you can. Same thing. Shoulders push down toward toes. Fingertips climb to the space above crown of head. And release the elbows, let them open up to that 90-degree angle on each side again. Beautiful, gentle release. Slide the elbows into each side. Press your way up. And planting the hands behind us, scoot the feet in a little bit closer. We'll lift the hips up. And then from this point, bend the elbows a little bit and press the elbows back straight. And another 4. Press. So how this is dynamically getting into the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Good. Settle the hips down. Take the right ankle to the left thigh. And then take 3 cycles, rocking this unit over toward the left and over toward the right. Eventually taking cycle 2. And 1. Good. And then with the leg upright, we're taking this as just a simple figure 4. So if hands propping you up on the floor is enough that you feel that right hip stretch, great. Option 2 would be right hand pushing on the right knee. And option 3, you need to scoot the foot in a little bit closer and try to hug around this whole unit. So no pressure to get to anyone. It's whatever works best for both the hip and kind of the balance too. Now the left foot on the floor slides to the right so that we're trying to set up a shin stack, if that works for our knees. If not, just cross leg is fine. From the shin stack, our spine lifts up nice and tall. We're going to inhale, our arms reaching up high to the sky. Exhale, twist to the right. Pause for a moment. Inhale, circle both arms up, torso back forward. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, circle arms back up. Exhale, drop hands to the floor in front of you and slide forward any amount. Locking the hands back in. We'll switch it out. So now right foot is planted, left ankle is up. Then take your 3 sets. Drop to the right, fill the outer hip, and rock to the left. 2. 1. Beautiful. As it stays up, maybe you just prop yourself up with your hands. Maybe you push into the left knee, or maybe it's the full hug. So sometimes it helps me to scoot even closer so I can lean forward in that, but you'll have to play with it. Maybe you need to scoot your forward or something. I don't know. But play with what works for your balance. Great. So the right foot slides a little bit to the left, aiming for shin stack or simple cross leg. Okay. Inhale, circle arms up to sky. Exhale, twist to your left. And inhale, rise. Exhale, twist to right. Rise. Drop the hands to the floor in front of you. Slide any amount forward. Walk the hands back in. Good. So keeping this bolster behind you, scoot yourself up to sit onto it and then plant the feet like a malasana pose. Yogic squat. So we'll do a couple of different stretches from this position more or less. So just start off with what we'll call kind of the base that we keep on returning to. So that's elbows on the knees, hands in prayer position, and then as the hands push downward, it naturally pushes with the elbows, the knees open just a little bit more. So from that position, try to think of straightening the spine up. Good. So this will be where we return to after each stretch that we do. A couple more breaths right here. Hips gently opening. Good. Now from here, we're going into a shoulder stretch. Our right arm crosses onto the left thigh. The other hand can just kind of stay at the knee. And what we do is we let the shoulder, the right shoulder, start to push or drop forward, like toward the mirror, until you feel the shoulder stretch. Come back to that neutral middle spot, the elbows on the knees, hands in prayer position, lengthening spine up. And left shoulder hooks for the arm hooks for the shoulder stretch. And then let the shoulder droop or push forward. Yeah. Let's get back to the start. And then from here, we'll take some neck stretches. So the elbows still pushing into the knees, spine up tall. And then from here, the head travels heavy forward. So as far forward as you can let the head droop down, that's where we're going to. Letting the back of the neck stretch for a moment. Start to roll the right ear over the right shoulder. Find the spot that feels like a good neck stretch for you. So with some people, they need their head slightly in front of the shoulder, the nose turned down a little bit. Some people, it's the opposite, the head slightly behind the shoulder, the jaw turned up. So play around until you find the good shoulder, like side of neck stretch. And gently rise. Left ear over left shoulder. Same thing, play around with it until you find the neck shoulder stretch that helps you. And from here, roll the head back to the center of the back of the neck. Relax into the stretch just a moment longer. Good. Head rises. We're going into a quad stretch one at a time. The easiest variation is to be sitting on the bolster the whole time. So left leg goes forward, right knee tucks, such that the foot is kind of tucked back. So again, sitting on the bolster makes it easy on the knee. So you just kind of lean back to a level that where until you feel the quad stretch. If you get leaning back a little bit and you're like, I still don't feel anything, then that would be the invitation to scoot onto the floor in front of bolster. And then maybe even lay all the way back onto the bolster. So you choose how far back you go, and then a couple of really good deep breaths. We don't want knee pain. Yeah, or foot pain. Yeah, you can kind of flex it. Yeah. Sometimes I'll have people like kind of flex the foot instead of pointing it, and sometimes that'll make a difference. So whatever, yeah, give your foot a little massage and then head to it. It doesn't have to be super far. And if you need just a little bit more, all you have to really do is scoop the tailbone under and that pulls the quads right there. Okay, just another moment for this half. And let's reverse our way up. Lean as far as you need to the side to release right leg, and then tucking left foot. Again, you can flex the foot if needed, whatever helps to set it up. And start the journey backward when you're ready. No sense of urgency, pressure, rush. Just make sure knee is still comfortable, quad is stretched. Next inhale. Exhale. Reverse your way up. You can, as you unwind the leg, you can stay sitting on the bolster or not. We're going to open our legs out wide and then reach the hands through forward on the floor. If it feels nice to continue to roll the neck left and right, that's fine. Rise back up. Good. Bolster can come off the mat. And then swing the legs underneath the body. Come into kneel. Cat cows. Exhale, rounding the spine up. Take your time, no sense of urgency and rush. Inhale, drop the belly down. Flowing with the breath. Exhale. Exhale. And then from a neutral kneeling position, reach the right arm up to the sky for a moment. Feel that twist. And the right arm threads under and through, shoulder resting on the floor. Staying here is fine with the left hand. Two other options are either wrapping the hand around low back or stretching the arm up toward the top right corner of the mat. Slide left hand back in front of face. Press into that hand. Neutral kneeling. Take a cat. Take a cow. And back to neutral. Left hand reaches up to the sky. Thread that shoulder all the way down. Same thing. You can stay exactly as you are. You could thread this right arm around low back or reach it up to top left corner of One more inhale. Exhale. Bring right hand in front of face, press into it. Again, a nice cat. Cow. Good. Either plank or kneeling plank, just to allow our body to connect in a little bit of strength. So kneeling plank, perfectly fine, or lift the knees. Feel all the muscles of the core and the back connecting together to hold up. One more breath in and out. So lower your knees if you need to. Get belly all the way to floor. From here, hover hands off of the ground. With each inhale, we're going to lift the chest up, trying to get it off the ground. Each exhale, return chest to the ground. We'll do that 5 times here. Inhale. Exhale. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. You can take a baby cobra or a full cobra if you'd like. Hands connected with earth. Yep, exactly. Then we'll head all the way back to child. Get a chance for the back muscles to stretch. Settle the hips into the pose. You can stay here a bit longer or downward facing dog when you're ready. Taking it up to top of mat when you're ready, forward fold. Next, inhale to rise. And we'll be a little bit balancing for a moment, so if you need to stand closer to a wall, that's fine. What we'll do is take the right ankle to the left thigh, like that figure four we were playing with earlier. The standing leg bends a bit to create a shelf. And then we'll begin to take almost like a chair pose. Trying to start sitting the hips back. So from here, take a moment swinging the arms backwards. Good. And then swinging the arms forward. See if you can sit just a little lower. Good. Now as fingertips drop down to the floor, uncross. We're landing the pinky toes close to each other. So it's right foot crossed over left. And then taking the forward fold like this. And if you need to uncross the legs to rise up safely, that's fine. Otherwise, bend the knees, slowly roll the head up, and then uncross. Slightly bending right leg, take the left ankle up, to the side. Hands at heart at first. Find the balance as you start to sit back. Arms kind of by the sides, swing back for a moment. Arms swing forward up by the ears, try to sit even deeper if you can. And fingertips to floor, release the legs into a cross position, pinky toes close. Uncross the legs now if needed, otherwise roll safely up, giving the head lots of time. And then uncross. Good. Inhale, circle the arms up to sky, slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slide the hands up the shins, half lift. Exhale, fingertips back to floor. Just the right foot steps to back of mat and then lower that right knee down. So the goal here is to get into a stretch for the front of the right hip. So once we've got our legs set up, sink the weight forward. If the knee goes past toes, keep scooting the front toes forward. So if you're feeling the front of the right hip stretching really deeply, this is where to stay. If you feel like you want more, you want to go deeper, walk your hands up to that left side, but continue to sink the hips forward. Good. Releasing into a half split, the hips go over the back knee, front leg straightens, and then drop the chest forward. So as we're starting to rise, this left foot is going to swing off to plant on that left side of the straight leg. Rise up to a high kneeling spot. Slide the left hand down, the left leg, right arm reaches up and over. Huge side rib stretch. And as we rise up from that, we're going to place the bolster under the left knee. And it's like a frog pose. We push the bolster out until we're in an inner thigh stretch and then lower the elbows. Deep belly breathing. Imagine what if with each deep belly breath you took, you could heal your body just a little bit. Plant the hands, return back to a kneeling spot. Take a huge hip circle clockwise and counter. And then we'll do a flow or a mini flow. So plank or kneeling plank. Hold for just a moment. And lowering down, you can have knees on the floor if needed. Your choice of a back bend, even Sphinx is fine. And child pose is fine, or straight to down dog, your choice. Up to top of mat when you're ready. Inhale, rise. Drop the right hand down the right thigh, left hand up and over. And up. Switch sides. Inhale, circle both arms to sky, slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, letting hands drip down. Left foot steps all the way back. We can lower the knees. Start playing with how far forward you need to scoot the front toes as you're really pushing hips forward. Note the intensity of the stretch for you. Is this the best spot to be with hands on floor, allowing that hip to really open up? Or for some people, walking hands up to the thigh, but not backing off at all. Hips are still pushing forward. That might be the best spot. Find the spot that works for you. Breathe. Each breath, feeling your body. Half split, hips over the back knee, front leg straightens, drop down to hands. As we rise up, we'll start to work this right leg to plant to the right. And slide right hand down that right leg, left hand up and over. Rising up. Grab the bolster. We're putting it under right knee this time. Scoot it out into this variation of a frog. Okay, planting the hands. Bring yourself back to kneeling. Take a huge hip circle to each direction. Another chance to take a flow, starting with plank or kneeling plank. Hold for a moment. Feel the strength of the core holding you up. Rock forward to lower. Rising. Any type of back bend. Elbows are down dog. Traveling up to top of mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands down to heart. Shifting weight onto left foot. Grab the right hand and the right foot together behind your back. Quad stretch here. So if you don't feel it immediately, either pull the knee further back or scoot the tailbone up. Arm can be in any position that helps the balance. That left arm. Releasing the foot, the right knee floats in front of us. Either stay facing forward or take a twist. Left hand to that knee, right arm behind. Return the torso forward, warrior three. Almost like you're a bird flying, let the hands drop a little. And then lift. Two more, drop and lift. Drop, lift. Settle back, warrior one. So the hips are relaxing into the stretch for just a moment. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Left hand touches the back of neck. The right hand grabs the left elbow and pulls that elbow closer to the back wall. Open up, warrior two. Extended side angle, elbow to thigh. Right arm up and over. And rise. Turn the toes to this long edge of mat. Forward fold, wide ankle. Hands closer to right foot, and then bend the right knee, either the high side lunge or the low side lunge, hips dropping down toward the heel. So your choice how low you take it. If you've got the glute all the way down toward heel, your choice if you want to continue to lower, elbows getting closer to floor, or balance, hands to heart. You'll get it, you'll get it. That's okay. Just patience with your body, where it's at. That's part of this compassion. Good. We're just gonna switch sides. So hands down, lift the hips up, and switch to the other leg. Okay, as we start to pivot our whole body up to the top of the mat, we come up onto the back toes, we step that foot back into down dog, and then plank. Hold plank for at least a breath or two. And then optional flow. Child pose or down dog is also fine. Traveling up to top of mat. Inhale, rise. Hands to heart. Shifting weight into right foot, grab left behind your back. Quad stretch, so tailbone tucks or knee pulls back. The knee floats in front of us, either pause, working on balance, or twist. Put the right from the outer knee. Good. Return forward. Warrior 3. Flying bird. The hands drop a little and lift. 2, 3. Warrior 1. The hips drop low. Pause to pull the hip open. Inhale. Exhale, open up. Right hand to base of neck. Left hand grabs the right elbow. And you lean and pull that elbow to the back wall. Warrior 2. Extended side angle. Right elbow to the thigh, the other arm up and over. Rise. Turn the toes to this long edge of mat, forward fold. We'll take it straight to the down dog from here. So hands pivot to plant up at the top of the mat. Footsteps back, down dog. Plank. Last optional flow. Right leg reaches up to sky. Pigeon pose, right knee tucks underneath. Scoot the back foot back. Sometimes if we're stretching front of the hip, it can be helpful for that hip area to just keep the hands planted, sinking into that hip area. So that's an option. Option 2, just normal sleeping pigeon. Option 3, one of the hands reaches for that back foot for a quad stretch. That one can be pretty intense from a pigeon, so you don't have to feel like you need to go to that one. It's not a competition. Just option 1, 2, or 3, what feels best in the body right now. Planting the hands, rock your weight onto right hip. The left leg swings straight forward in front of you. We lift this right knee up. Foot can be planted on the inside or on the outside. It's up to you, really. So we're going to take a twist from here. So lengthen spine up, hook the left elbow, and then twist over the right shoulder. Good. As you release, both legs swing back behind you one more time. Downward facing dog. Left leg floats. Pocket for pigeon. Put the right leg back. Maybe you stay for a time lifted. Maybe you just take simple pigeon, sleeping pigeon. Maybe you grab for back toes. It's all listening to your body, giving it the best gift possible. Rocking weight onto left hip. Straight right leg swings all the way forward. This time the left foot is on the inside or on the outside of your choice. Good. Lift up. Hook the right hand or elbow and then twist over left shoulder. Turning forward, both legs extend forward. They can be slightly bent if needed. You can also sit on bolster if needed. You inhale, circle up, engage the spine really tall. Exhale, forward fold. From here, you can stay a little bit longer if this feels amazing, or you're welcome to take any last stretches your body is craving but prior to Shavasana. Take all the time you need, even a full minute or two. If you wanted the bolster for Shavasana support whenever you get to there today, that's fine. You don't have to. It's whatever feels absolutely delicious and helpful to the body today. Shavasana is just a beautiful gift today, that's all. The kindest, most easeful we can become, that's what we're aiming for. Deep full breaths as if our breath, breathing into belly space, was medicine for the rest of the body. All we have to do is sip on that medicine for the next few minutes for Shavasana today. Begin to deepen the inhales. Deepen the exhales. Introducing little movements back to the body. Stretching out in ways that feel really good. Perhaps a fetal position off to one side. Enjoying this slow, gentle return for just a few more breaths. Eventually rising up to a comfortable seated position. With hands at the heart. We feel how beautiful it's been to dive within, working out all of our tight spots. Huge amount of compassion for our own system. Compassion to show up today, to breathe, to move. So with our cup filled, we're able to travel onward to the next few weeks, looking out for others just a little bit more, even if it's just the smallest thing, a smile, maybe giving a toy to someone who needs it or something like that, just the smallest little thing. And by looking out for others just a little bit more, we're turning the world into a happier, more compassionate place. With this to lead us on, we wrap up the time we shared together with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. May we be filled with light and happiness and peace. Namaste. Yes.